and welcome back to Hoff. This is House of Fun, where it is always fun when I'm in here, in this glorious shed of crap and carnage. But last time, I said that we'd be working on Frankenscooter today. But, it's been a small change of plans. Because, oh, look at that bright sunny weather. It's glorious out here. And the more the sun shines, the more I get called to this. Just look at him smiling at you, ready to go out and do some stupid shit. So we're going to be working on lightning today. We've got to work on some engine clearance stuff, so I'll get some more stuff out, some more bits and pieces like nuts and bolts and more metal work just in case I need it. Got my tool table, so we'll crack on. We'll get this thing ripped apart a bit and bring it back when I got a bit more for you. Okay guys, so I messed up as always. As you can see, the engine is out. I'm trying to gain the clearance for this because, as you can see right here, it's been rubbing on the bar. So I was going to just shift the engine forward that little bit. My holes are very round, not long. So I also have another problem. Now I've put that plate in, which I really do not want to cut back out because it works perfectly. I can't get my exhaust out. yeah, dramas. Can't get the exhaust out, so I have to remove engine to take exhaust out. That's not so good. I don't want that. So it's only about that much room left to take the engine out, the exhaust off, out the hole at the front. So, you know, I'm probably gonna obviously weld the can up, but I've got different thicknesses. I say thicknesses, I think those two are the same or pretty bloody close. And then I have stuff like that, and obviously I can still lap on top of each other and just find a longer bloody bolt. Like, I've got bolts like these, I shove these in the bottom depending on how much they're going through, obviously. But I'm also still contemplating making a rear engine mount for this thing. Obviously I've got the 4 holes in the bottom, but she's got the mount at the back here and another one at the top here. But I don't know, man, I've seen these things in pit bikes with no rear, just the top, and like 2 in the bottom, and them 2 are also holding foot pegs, and the dude's jumping really bloody high on these things, and they just hold. So I mean, it's got 4 in there, it's quite sturdy. Do I need it anymore? I don't know, but we'll have a little look. And that half shaft looks a bit wonky now up down there, but I don't know how straight that bar is at the front that I'm going off. So if it works, it works, right? The length of the chain should be correct for any skewiness in that. But yeah, new spacers. I was thinking of, because I'm an idiot, spacer for the front thicker and a spacer for the back less, but why daddy put them like that? So I don't know what to do. I'm going to whack a plate in there and drop it on it and see what happens, and I'll decide and I'll come back when I figured it out. So guys, just a quick update. Right, we all knew the exhaust did not fit. It's all welded now, but I have cut it. I've added a piece of pipe on the inside. It comes up to about here. It's welded, plug welded, and then welded all the way around. That slides inside of this one. This one, as you can see, is got the notchings in it. So that goes over. The other piece of pipe comes into about this point, and we've got a clamp. So we should hopefully be able to take this off in 2 pieces now. and that gets round. All the exhaust not coming off problems. Gapping for this. For the steering, I have started to elongate the hole so I can slide the engine a bit, which will help with this a little bit, but I'm still going to have to make a tensioner for it, I believe, but it'll be fine, it'll be alright. And there's enough tension is being made on this thing, so one more shouldn't matter. But my drill just died on me. I've got to go grab another battery, so I'll finish doing them. This one's pretty much done. I want to go that way a little bit at the bottom, but that one's got to keep coming. And so these two, but we'll get there. Space them out a bit. I'm probably going well over what I need. I just need to clear that, but I'm still trying to go for a bit of a tensioner on this, so we'll figure it all out as it goes along. But that's what I've gotten up to so far, and once I've done some more, I'll show you guys again. Engine will not slide forwards because of this rail, so I don't really want to grind on it, but it's all sloped. The whole engine, it's a bit heavy. It's all sloped and angled, but, you know, like, it's angled. So I added them two, made them up. I'm not going to weld them in because they might not work, so I'm not going to bother. What I am going to do is I'm going to put the engine back in and I'm going to slide that underneath after I put some bolts in, and we'll see what happens. I tried one of the thicker plates, being this one, and the chain ain't gonna fit in that. So just trying to work stuff out. Like I said before, I built this thing a while ago, and there was obviously no thought in my brain of how stuff was actually going to line up. So I'm having a freaking hard time trying to sort this shit out. I mean, the throttle pedal actually worked out quite nice. I cut some frame out, fairing out, and it sits in there. I need a lock nut on there, but apart from that, that's the throttle is done. She works wonderful. Well, I haven't run the engine yet, so I need to get some loom sorted out for that, and get my pump and some fuel line and the fuel tank set in, but I'm doing that today. I'm getting the fuel tank set in today. That'll be done later. Got to tick another item off the list. But first things first, we're going to wipe this engine back in and see if it all clears with them spaces in there. If it does, brilliant. Also, I've just taken a bit of slack out of my chain, so even better. So let's see how it all goes, and I'll show you the final result in a minute. Guys, these are pieced back together for the minute. I am contemplating what to do with this middle section. Right here. You know, right in this area. Because we've got a battery, and it does fit. Because it's only a dinky thing, so it fits that way, not that way, unfortunately. But hey ho, shit happens. So we got battery to fit that side. I can put a strap in it, hold it down. It's fine. So probably going to put a floor in there, but this side of the bar instead of that side, because obviously my foot plates are going the other side, but that's for reasonings of exhaust and chain. There is nothing there in the middle, and if I plate that lot off, then I've got a little pocket for shit and stuff. And yeah, we'll figure it out. Might even end up putting a lid on it, like what's left after the battery. And you know what, we could have electrics down there, we could have the starter motor, not starter motor, but the starter switch, and we could have all sorts of gubbins there, because I don't know how much room there is going to be up in here for, I don't know actually, there's probably going to be a shitload of room for controls. So we'll just figure it out. For now, I'm going to I'll get a plate, I'll clean some spots off, and I'll weld a plate in. And that'll be that for today. I'm going to give up. I'm going to go out on the bike for a ride. It's bloody nice and sunny, so I'm going to go and enjoy it. And I'll get back to this one tomorrow. Nice little one for you. Right, so petrol in the jug, fuel line coming up. There is a fuel pump in behind here. This is the L. This line up here in the carb, this one, is I've just put that in, tapped and drilled. drilled and tapped in, new line coming down into the pump. I'm going to connect up power to the starter motor and see if it will prime or at least suck any fuel up the tube. Gotta be quick, the missus is waiting for me to come in and help with dinner, but it's all good. So, that onto there, and then don't spark too hard because I don't want fire. There's something, but almost not enough. I don't think my fuel pump works. I don't think my fuel pump works. Let me just check the arrows on it. Yeah, arrows are going the right way. I don't think the fuel pump works. Well, that's a bit of poo. I have to order another one. I did get it for free. There is a chance that I can actually take it apart, take the rubber, whatever gasket inside of it, and take that out and replace it with something different, a newer one, or some random bit, something that I can find. Yeah, I'll have a look into that. Well, that was poo. Last time I was messing around with a fuel pump, and by all accounts it didn't work. I've added this myself. I drilled a hole. Yeah, I cut myself. Big one. I drilled a hole, tapped the hole, put a thread in, put a piece in, put the pipe on it. That goes down to magically take off the top. I love being able to do that. That's rules. So, as we see beforehand, the throttle is rigged up. Sweet. I put this line in, which goes down to here, which is a fuel pump, which is not tight. I need to do that up, which I will do in a moment. So yeah, that's the fuel pump. It's a pulse pump. It's vacuum fed. Right, I went through. Oh no, that's an 11. I went through this last time because I was trying to show you guys, but it didn't work, so I couldn't really do it. But I thought I've been cleaning out my shed. I was on the search for more electronics for this thing. I needed a CDI, needed a coil, and obviously everything to make this thing run. A bit of loom and stuff. So I was searching, and I have indeed found a piece of loom that I made a while back. I found a CDI unit, I found a coil, HT lead was on the coil and the caps there. I donated my spark plug to the guys with the quads a couple of days ago, not thinking I'd be getting this running soon. There is also a kill switch up here on the handlebars, which is all wired into the same loom. Yeah, I got a trusty bottle, got the fitting made for the end, and I was literally just holding it on the stand with some bungee cords, and that worked. I got it to run, and then I got curious because I've rigged up all the fuel line. I just wanted to know if the pulse pump worked. I put it in there because I wanted to rig up and get the right lengths and everything, and I'll just buy a new one and replace it. But I put some fuel in there, and I cut this line to add this in there. So I put a jug down here with that. I had that line hooked up to the bottle. Next thing I know, I've got fuel kicking out of it. So my fuel pump works. She also runs, guys. She's finally running. So whatever, little go. Shoot. I've got the pliers on me, hang on. I don't need them. I've got something better. I've got this. Clip here. I just need to breach the contact points between. That's good. I've pants myself. I thought I broke something. Right. So, she is officially a runner. A he. It's a he. He's officially a runner. I have tested it out somewhat. Obviously, sorry guys, I jumped. I got excited. I found electronics, started wiring stuff up, found spark, and I got like an eager little bunny, and I couldn't help myself but put it all together. But we have a lead coming from the starter motor down to the solenoid. This one does not work. I will order a new one and we will get that replaced. And I will get probably a little push button, drill this out, possibly get it up here. Either that, or I have this, and there is a bit of room just here either side. I might be putting kill switch in here and starter button in here, either. But yeah, I think I might use this plastics because it keeps everything all out of sight. I mean, as soon as you get this on, you understand. Like, everything just disappears. It's all gone. Like, you see the piping coming out to the engine and everything, but you know, it's just all gone. So to see that cable coming up to the handlebar like that is a bit like, oh, I see cables. I don't like it. So yeah, I think definitely we'll have it in here on the control panel. Like, it should be an easy enough hand straight down either side. That one's going to be kill switch. That'll be starter. That's a definite. Just because of I'm right-handed and it would just easier. Jump down the gear, turn it off. But yeah, gear shift is in. It works. I did test earlier. It's a bit chunky. I've got to take the. There is a small piece around the back here. Yeah, that's it. Right, so you see, there's the lever that moves. The piece that's on the engine, it needs coming around a couple of clicks on the spline, and then I think this 8-ball shifter up here will actually work better. But yeah, man, we got electrics. She runs. Don't worry, I have put oil in it. Man, I'm so happy that my pump works already, my fuel line, and the tank's gonna work brilliant behind me. The tank's all the way out the back here, tucked up in. There's our lid, and like I say, there is a spoiler for it, but I'm gonna work that on the same principles as the RC bodies. Remote control car bodies. They've got the clips, the little pins to hold them on the posts. So we will take them little pieces of red out of here, and I am going to put some bolts in, secure them down, drill hole through the bolt itself, and then put a pin through it. And we can just pull the pins, because I'm making RC pins, big ones. We can just pull them out. Quarter pins? I don't know. But yeah, we'll put them in there. We'll just pull them off, take the spoiler off, top her up, and go for it. But it's getting there. I keep saying it. Wrong carb, definitely wrong carb. I've got that jacked open so far for just tick over. It's the wrong carb. It's too small. So I'll probably grab a 125 carb for it. It's a 110, but it'll run. It'll run sweet. So yeah, it's getting there. See, said it again. But we are going to sort out chain and rollers next. Down here. Now I've taken the chain off because I didn't want to start this thing up and it kicking the gear in. It was held up by a bungee cord and shit would have gone wrong and I'd have got hurt, and no, you're good. So we'll just keep working on it now. We've got to get some rollers sorted and some chain in the rear axle. I might even put that on there tonight, just leave it on there as an incentive to be like, yeah, but there's even more incentive just to get in it and ride it. Because I can probably get my sprocket to attach tonight. But now we'll find out, guys. It's a thing in progress. The exhaust sounds absolutely brilliant. She seems to be running okay, even with, I think it's an 89cc CDI unit on there, but I don't think that matters too much. We'll figure it out. It's probably just the carb holding it back, but everything else seems to rule so far. So I would bring you guys back when I have a bit more entertaining shit. The tray in the middle, or the right, is meant for a battery. See, I've just had to perform surgery on this one. Had these lip lines the whole way down. It would not go in. Like a glove. So hopefully drill another hole in the frame this side, and then I'll make up a strap, goes up over the top of that, and that battery is not going anywhere. I mean, yes, I could mount it anywhere along that line, and yes, I was going to mount it at the back, but turns out the battery actually sits higher than my balls. Yes, I said balls. When I'm sat there, I do not want to hit something by accident and slide forwards and end up with a battery squishing my gonads up my arse. So it's not going there, it's going where it is. Which, yes, is a little bit more weight up the front, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to matter. I think the less weight over the back end, the better, or the more I'm going to be able to spin them tyres. So, yeah, screw it. She'll do. Another hole, make a bracket, battery is done. Hello guys. Right, so there's sheet metal, another piece that I've got. It's only thin stuff, it doesn't have to be thick, but we've got this all measured out. I've got one end, a bend point, bend point, bend point, another bend point, end, hole and hole. So hopefully, take my spare battery that I've modelled. Whoa, that was safe. Modelled most of this on. Probably needs to be bent on the outside of the lines just to make it round. But hopefully that, oh, you can't see the red, the light's pants, there you go. Hopefully that will work. Once it's all cut out, bent up and drilled out, that will work over the top of that. So I'll get it cut out, bring guys back and show you quick. So I am back and I have made this thing. Paint started faking off and I give it a good odd clean up. The back of that metal was crap. The top's not so bad, but like I say, the paint flaked off and it got a bit hot when I was cutting. So, yeah, paint's still there, but it's just all, sorry, angles. Paint is still on this bit, but it's just crap. So it all gets sprayed up at some point. We'll go black, so it just blends it in with the floor and the battery, and boosh. Bolt either side, and then that ain't gonna go nowhere once it's all bolted down. So battery is now fully complete. Box is in, hold down's done. Just need to get it all in and wired up. But that for now, guys, is it. I am gonna have to call this one quits, and I will be back with another one soon. The videos are running too long, so I need to cut them shorter. But until next time, guys, like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you next time.